All right. Hey guys. I'm going back to my game now. All right. Yeah, I got my lights on kind of like a bluish tint. Could change them if I want. Wait. Don't know.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I
Yep.
just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Yeah. One Spectre was a bitch to kill, but we ultimately got it. All right. Oh. Hit it back up top. I freed the clone Aloy. Now that I got the clone freed, we're pretty good.
Aloy,
What I am gonna
Aaron!
do,
yeah, the
plug
Spectre's
this
dug
in.
its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Whoa.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
I
Just
didn't
hurry.
need to do that. That was lame. There we go. I had to shut my monitor off on accident. Gonna want to see how my stream is going. So I'm pulling it up on YouTube, guys. Give me a second. Pulling it up on YouTube. Come on. Go channel. Let's see if it's looking okay. Or if it's jankety. Advanced. I got 2160, so fucking let's go, man. We're gonna see how we go right now. How we go? How's he looks? Playing at a higher frames per second than my stream is, so I wonder if it's gonna have frame pacing issues. If it has frame pacing issues, then that means I have to knock it down to 60. Seems kind of smooth so far. Yeah, it seems okay. Shit, I gotta run.
That doesn't
Plus,
sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
gotta get to Errand. Get to your boy. Uh-oh.
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire.
Hey, watch this. Idiot beats hammer. Live on.
Ah!
Fucking A.
You okay? Hey, Aloy, get out of there.
God. What the fuck? Another one? Alright, so what do we do?
A heavy weapon. That could help.
Yeah, but I don't see
You want
it.
a taste of this?
I don't see no heavy weapon. Where's this heavy weapon? said I had the weapon. Where?
This can do a lot of damage.
Ah, that's bad to do.
Hey, you want to fight the Vanguard? Aloy, for you. Let's smash these machines.
My pulse is getting quicker.
Who's that, babe? Ah. Wife is saying the house is so cold. But it feels so good to me.
Stay low. I heard that crunch from here. Hey, you want me to hit you again? Now this is why I came along. Hey, Aloy.
God damn.
You need some ammo? Come here.
Let it die down. Lure it in. I already jabbed that thing once with my spear. Move, dude. You're blocking me. All right, come on. Come on a little closer, bitch. Why is he standing there? All right. Nice. Finally killed that fucking thing. Ho ho ho. Yeah.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing bull.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Nice. What are we taking a look at? Weapon up here?
Oh, this snow's coming down heavy. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
Hey.
I need to
You got
get the
the-
weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If
I got
we
the
can
crystal
create it,
ore.
maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
The weapon of Gaia.
Welcome back.
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I found the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us.
Nice.
Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
Wow.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks, Gaia.
I had it on mute. So we'll see what's going on. Go back to my game real quick. I had to check something real quick. All right, all right. So I don't really have any information on that weapon yet.
Acting up again.
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two
So far, this
lovebirds
game's really
over
good.
there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
So Talana came by the base?
And more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
All
I
right.
have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Wife is saying something. Hold on.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
My wife is trying to get me to try durian. It's a fruit that stinks. Here, give me water. I'll put it in my... Give me water, okay? Promise? Okay. Water! Ugh, ugh, ugh. I want water. Quick! Quick! Oh my god, it's nasty. Ugh. Man, no wonder the hotel was a banned fruit. We were in Boo, and she bought
Hey, look.
durian,
There are more supplies in
and
the
the
chest.
hotel wouldn't let us
Help
take it
yourself.
in. They said it because it stunk so bad. It's like they're not, that durian's not allowed in the hotel. She just
Hey,
tried it.
you're
It's like
back.
a mushy,
Yeah. I'm
almost
just,
like a pudding flavor.
checking up on how everyone's doing.
You
And
mean
it's,
after meeting someone who looks
Man,
exactly
it's got
like
a horrible
you, but
smell,
isn't you,
and the taste
down
is
in the
weird
basement?
as crap. Ugh,
Yes,
ugh.
this must be even stranger for
It's
you
like
than it is
lingering
for
in my
us,
mouth.
huh?
Just doesn't go away.
Varl said she
Oh my
may be able
God.
to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, durian is freaking weird.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions.
What you get when you
I
got
wanted
a
to understand
Filipino
why
wife, you get all
one
kinds of
them
weird
would
stuff.
do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard
Seems-
to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified
No, I
of
do
them as a
not want
child.
the weirdest damn
Thunder
thing I've
still
ever
brings
tasted in my
chills to
life.
my skin.
And it
But everything
looks
Gaia
weird
creates
and it
has a
smells
purpose,
weird.
no?
I didn't know it's gonna be like
Yeah.
pudding. Or
And if
show
we can
show
get
show
Hephaestus
these people
back,
on the
she can
camera.
get those Stormbirds in line.
Watch, look at this. This is durian. It's the weirdest damn thing I've ever seen, and the smell, and it's spiky. And that the stuff inside's like pudding consistency. Yeah. It's weird. It is so weird. My wife says it's so yummy, but I can't. Nah,
You
it's
said
not
you
for
know
me.
Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
Filipinos,
I need
like
to get
people
going.
from the Philippines,
May the land
They love
bloom in
that.
your steps.
I thought it was weird. It's like really weird, really strange, man. Sure. So I need to go over here, maybe. I think it's over here. That's where I gotta go. Really sure.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury? Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome. I don't understand. Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant. Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. You and the Zenith? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so... the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What does Zenith want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Banis dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy, so it still exists. You got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. You said you spent years studying in was this... But only the parts I was... Aristotle would assign me...
Oh, you saw that.
For the Zenith, so only what was deep. If I requested to have all...
Alright.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see any, but I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
All right, I think...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Guy is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Guy has still figured how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing!
They're not going to find us. Guy is using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are going to die.
Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Crazy.
So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
Hey, you and Erend okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. So, train with Zoe, huh?
Yes, training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying.
Yeah, my
Warrior
wife eating that
trinkets.
Dorian.
And they became an entire tribe.
You can have it all you want.
It's good to see you
I
and
didn't
Zoe
care for
enjoying
that bit. I
yourselves.
tried.
We're
It
learning
was
a lot.
weird.
I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Stinks. No.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't
I
explode
don't
on its
care
way
for
to
the
Sirius
Dorian.
like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship too. But still, a tribe settling amongst the stars.
Yeah, Lulu
Couldn't put a
probably.
single
What
dent in
is
their
that? It
shields.
smells worse than my bum bum.
That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll
Okay.
All right. Talk to her. Talk to him. I'm gonna talk to this one. She's got a quest, maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the Land Gods?
I think there's a way to
My
heal
wife
them
is
so that
distracting
they'll once
me
again
on
provide
the
plain
stream.
song with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns?
They
Like
don't
the one
eat
we
out
fought in the
anybody
repair bay.
else.
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
All right. Got a quest there.
walks along. You would too.
I can feel this frost down to my bones.
Yeah, look at my skills. I got Infiltrator, Machine Master. I got Survivor. We got all of it. All right. Got some good stuff right there. That's where I gotta go now. My map. What's me? Go back to Plainsong.
Even if the land gods were on our side, I doubt they could save us. Don't let them...
to go. I thought it was a different place where I went. There are some quests here, though. Might as well get them over here. What the hell? What is this quest? Looks like it's up here. I don't see it.
So I went to the hunting grounds to train, but
I don't get it. Oh, there's one.
Please, one more search.
Let this go, Bree.
What's going on here?
You're the one who spoke before the chorus. Maybe you can help.
This is not your concern, Outlander. Have we not tolerated enough of your intrusions?
I think you can handle one more. What is it?
My wife, Kalai. She was to join the chorus. She went up to the promontory to perform the rite of discovery, but she must have fallen. And now they are abandoning the search.
We have done enough, Bree. The search party found nothing but her instrument broken beside the riverbed.
And atop the promontory was only the dye she used for the ritual. We will not ask more of our people to risk their lives because of one woman's stubbornness.
But the seed she carried deserved to be planted and remembered. I heard how you helped the land god Ray. How you saw what no one else could. Please, will you look for her seed pouch?
False hope is a creeping vine.
If I'm out that way, I can take a look around.
Thank you. The promontory is northeast of here. Look for the broken bridge at the bottom of the cliffs, right at the promontory's base. That's where the search party found her instrument.
Okay. That all right with you?
How you waste your time is not my concern.
Searching for what the land has already reclaimed is fruitless.
Yeah. People are pretty rude, man. Kidding me? How rude was that? His wife, man. What am I gonna do? I helped the man.
we'll have nothing by month's end.
What's going on here? Sounds like there's a problem.
We're speaking about something important, Outlander.
Yul, please. Later. A reminder of why I often prefer plants to people. They're so much less demanding. I apologize for Yul. My people used to be friendlier, but hunger robs many of their kindness. Seems like there's a lot around here in short supply. Is there anything that can help? As Yul said, we need food. So much so that we've sent hunting parties to the Old Growth, a forest in the north. We never used to hunt animals for food. We never had to. But as our crops fail, we've run out of options. But something else went wrong. A machine slaughtered the last hunting party we sent out. A claw strider. But to hear the lone survivor tell it, more deadly than any we've seen before. Until it's gone, I can't risk more hunters, but without that meat, our people grow more lean every day. Tell me everything you know about the machine that attacked your hunters. It fell upon them near the edge of the Old Growth. One of them, Ven, survived and made it back to Plainsong. If you wish to question him, he's recovering with our healers. The other 4 hunters weren't so fortunate. It must be a powerful beast. Can you destroy it? I've handled tons before. Good. The Old Growth must be made safe for hunting. One more thing. Every Utaru wears a small pouch of seeds, given at birth, planted at death. It is how we remember our loved ones and celebrate their place in the cycle. It would mean a great deal to the hunters' families if you could recover them. I'll do what I can. I know you will. Be careful in the forest. Before I head for the old growth, I might want to talk to the survivor. See what he can tell me about the Claw Strider.
And the old woman was satisfied, for she knew the key to repentance.
There's the survivor from the hunting party.
Oopsie.
Then, I'm here about the machine in the old growth.
You're going after that horror.
I'm going to try. Do you mind answering a couple of questions about it?
I'll tell you what I can.
Is there anything you can tell me about the machine that might help?
It looked like a Claw Strider, but it was stronger. Much stronger.
Anything else?
Its armor was darker, and it had a strange purple glow.
Thanks. I think I know what I'm dealing with. I need to get going.
You don't want to fight that thing.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Well, if you do, I hope you cut it to shreds. It killed Lao, my best friend.
Restrain yourself,
Bold and strong.
Fight off machines.
That was weird.
I can grab this for my stash later. Is something wrong? Sounds like someone's in trouble.
It's Jax. You heard some rumor about Tanakh loitering around where they're not supposed to be. Took off south for Stone's Echo the next day to find them. Damn fool.
Who is this Jax, exactly?
My friend. Ain't it obvious? Bit younger than me, can still move without every bone creaking. Knows his way around a bow, too. Good company to share a drink with. When there's sweet sap to drink anyway. But I told him, stick your hand in bramble and you're bound to catch a fist of thorns.
Maybe I should find this guy. Stone's Echo, he said?
That's right. If you don't mind me, these roots aren't gonna dig themselves.
definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
I ran over. Nice. Last thing I need is a machine stomping around in there.
How goes it, Hammerhead? Please tread carefully around here, Red. Yeah, I don't think they're even in the cut. Oh my God,
I must be closing in on the signal.
Are your stories always so...
Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. The savior. My savior. Right in the nick of time. The name's Poor Gulfsman, chief delver and leader of Poor Guff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delvewares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up, shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body, one of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta be a sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
Ha ha! My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
Looks like we have company. Why not? I hear the Tenakth are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here.
Nice. Game's really
Spotted
good.
one just west of here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them. Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them. Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggart. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tenakth for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tenakth took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tenakth territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the Lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Interesting.
There's gotta be another way. Maybe we could go up and open.
One more?
Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, Lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tenakth territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. Girl's maladjusted.
Alright, so I got all the damn questions. We'll save one more time since I got that one. That's it. So now I gotta find my...
I have to eat more to do one more time.
We're so back parched, just doing it out of nowhere. Put on my mount. Go in the desert.
Getting my armor in this heat.
I don't really remember where these guys are. I did this
Water's
one.
pouring out of that building. What Simon's doing? I better check it out.
This is where I need to be, I think.
Someone's been through here. Camping gear. Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
This is it.
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Morlun, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly, a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark I. The Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a
Compressed air capsule, hammer and tongs.
What is this? What's happening here? What? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths. I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abadund, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gram's footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abadund's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. Like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the Old Ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
Right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Oh, nice. Good hunting. Go down and see if I can get the one he had.
We were finally going to get away from this place.
Grab the compressed air capsule.
Good thing that Aloy showed up.
Get all the machine parts.
We'll see.
The longer their sojourn in the desert, the crustier the shard counters move became.
We'll find a way to get the embers. I know we will.
Optimism.
Maybe.
It's great. Right up to the point to stumble into a machine's jaws.
Pessimism. It may save your hide, but it'll never save your spirit.
Once again, the shard counter found he had lost the war coordinates.
I'll stuff a cog in the Stemmer.
According to Moreland, the herd should be south of here.
Right. Just looked at the time. 9:57, guys. So that means I need to get some rest. Work comes early, so gotta be up at 4 a.m. So I'm gonna call it quits tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on again some other time. So what's going on here? So, yeah. It's a good game. Pretty much a really good game. I like it a lot. Been playing it on. I'm pretty far. I think I only got 2 more subroutines of the like supercomputer thing to find. Poseidon, and there's one other. So I don't know how much longer I have in the game. If you do a lot of side missions, there's probably there might be another 40-50 hours side missions. I'm gonna look at Steam just to see how many hours I've put in it so far. So far, 38. So I would say maybe, I'm guessing, but maybe there's another 10 hours to complete the main story. I really would be a good guess. I gotta get the machine parts so I can build the respirator so I can breathe underwater. And then I can get Poseidon, take Poseidon back. Then I think I only have 1 more subroutine. And I'm good. So See, like right now, I've had these lights on like a bluish color. It's actually, let me see what it's called. I got they're like a Govee floor lamp is what they call it. RGB. They're like $120 a piece. They're pretty cool lights though. But if I change them to go more like bluish, and then if I go down to like, let's say, we'll go down to put them in half. I can even go lower than that. Maybe go to 30. They're so damn bright. This one says do work. And I'll go 30%. Then I'll do the other one. Illuminate work. 30%. If I do that, you can probably see a little bit clearer. Pretty good quality lights overall. I like them. They put out a lot. My camera probably looks clearer with the lights on like that. Like right there in the corner over here, my Les Paul, my Slash Gibson Les Paul hanging on the wall, and of course my guitar artwork. And over here I got Baki, and I have Rick and Morty on my door. And right over here is Joe Bonamassa guitar. Awesome. Yeah, 38.7 hours, 39 hours. I imagine when I actually beat the game, if I focus solely on the main mission, I might have 50 hours. Might be a lot more if you want to complete everything. But so far, I think it's a pretty good game. What I'm looking forward to is, I think I was actually looking at some games I'm going to buy this year. So Final Fantasy XVI, I'm going to buy that for PC, for sure. Probably going to buy Assassin's Creed Shadow. Probably going to buy Stalker 2. Probably going to buy, well, Monster Hunter Wild doesn't come out till next year. So the Black Ops 6 I get for free because I'm an Xbox Game Pass member. So I thought about buying Wukong, Black Myth Wukong, but I probably won't. I'm waiting for the new Final Fantasy, the Assassin's Creed, and Stalker. Those may be the games for the year for me that I'll buy. It's been a while since they had a Stalker game. So that'll be cool. And of course the Modern Warfare, Black Ops I get free. Star Wars Outlaws, that was one I was definitely gonna get. I mean, I like Star Wars, but I think that it's made by Ubisoft, and there's just a lot to it that I think is lacking. Like, I'm expecting full open world with as much freedom as like a Skyrim, as much freedom as like a Witcher 3, as much freedom as like Fallout 4, and I'm expecting all that in the Star Wars universe. But the game's Outlaws, and it seems like it's a Care Bear out. Like, I expect if you're an outlaw, you're kind of like a smuggler, like Han Solo, doing like crazy ass scoundrel evil missions for the Hutts. You're doing evil missions for the Sith, and you're smuggling in stuff, and you're like this basically scoundrel of society. You're doing all these dark evil missions, and you should be able to like hijack people, steal stuff from them, hold people up, steal their shit, steal their vehicles, you name it. Like, you would think it would be like really basically like all the stuff you can do in like a Grand Theft Auto, Skyrim. you can do in the and I don't think it's quite like that. You know, you have like one weapon, a blaster, I heard. So I don't know. I mean, it's made by Ubisoft, and the last Ubisoft games just sucked balls. Skull and Bones was an absolute disaster. It was a piece of crap. Assassin's Creed Mirage, absolute piece of crap. Far Cry 6 was a piece of crap. Far Cry 5 was a piece of crap. The last Far Cry game that was any good was Far Cry 4. It's just that whole studio's gone down the shitter. And then the Assassin's Creed Shadow, I'm hoping it's good. Valhalla. And then I bought Mirage, and I was like, man, it was a waste of fucking money. It was trash. It wasn't even a complete game. It was just absolute garbage, the worst possible ever. And I'm hoping Shadow, from what I know, is going to be a full-blown game as big as Valhalla, hopefully. But what I'm hoping they do is it's the thing that's disappointing is it's Yasuke, and it's like Japan and Japanese people in general are just pissed off because it's almost like American political wokeism instead of actually sticking to Japanese history is kind of what it seems like. So a lot of Japanese people in Japan in general are upset about it. We're not even sure if Yasuke was really a black samurai at this point. There's all kinds of debating facts about it, but there's so many big historical figures in Japanese history that they could have used other than this black servant that may or may not have been a samurai. We're not even sure on his story. And it's like you piss off an entire country because your game is just going down a weird direction. And it's more based on myth, and the whole idea behind Yasuke might not even be true. It might be all made up bullshit. So the problem is what they should have done is they should have made it like Ghost of Tsushima. Every character in the game is Japanese. It's based in Asia, based in Japan, and it's all Japanese Asian characters in it, and it has Japanese basically voice acting with subtitles in other languages as an option. That's the way it should have been. Like Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was an amazing game. I loved it. I couldn't put it down. I'm still going to give Assassin's Creed Shadow a chance, but I think the story's kind of jacked up and just doesn't make sense that you make a game about samurai and you have a black samurai. It doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't jive, man. It's kind of like basing an Assassin's Creed game in Africa, but only white people. It's like, what the hell? It just doesn't make sense. You know? I don't know. I may give it a shot and just cross my fingers, and I may regret it. Because most Ubisoft games nowadays are trash. Anyhow, gonna go to bed, guys. It's late. I gotta get up early. So, peace. I'll see y'all later. Good night.